Good morning. So I don't even know how I'm feeling this morning. I'm so neutral. There's no feelings of impending doom. I have to clean my cast iron shelf off. There's no feelings of impending doom. There's no feelings of rage. There's nothing. I think I have finally reached the point in which I just exist. And it's different. I don't know how to explain it. But this morning, I want you to remember to leap. Blessed are you when men hate you, and when they exclude you, and revile you, and cast out your name as evil, for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice in that day, and leap for joy. For indeed your reward is great in heaven, for in like manner their fathers did to the prophets. Leap for joy, because you are hated. Leap for joy because you are hated, for being different, for being spiritual, for being something that they're not. Revel in that joy. Alright. Okay, let's see. One card. Thank you. The seed. Fantastic. Let's see. 50, 65, 60, 66. Today's March 27th, 2026. 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 7 is 12 plus 1 is 13. Today's 4-day. Appropriate that the seed comes out. All plants start as seeds. The beginning, the origin, the pearl. Beginnings come in many forms. They're not always a beautiful seed placed intentionally in nourishing soil. Origin stories, like any birth story, are complex, surprising, multi-layered, and usually reveal a central image or detail that represents the fully formed being. Simply stated, the end is present in the beginning, or the entire oak tree resides within the acorn. Whether you follow this imaginal theory or not, know that when this card appears, there is potent generative energy all around. It stirs your very insides and usually results in an antsy, impatient feeling. Pay particular attention to what agitates you, as it is a sure sign of growth to come. You are bumping up against a growth edge. It is from the grit that the pearl eventually comes to be. One of the alchemist's favorite images was the pearl. The irritant over time becomes the treasure. What is your grit? That dude. The true seed is elusive. If we follow any story toward its origin, it spirals further and further back in time. In this way, we are always the seed and always the fruit it bears. Yep. That's how shadow work works. You go back and back and back in time far enough, and you eventually figure out the origin of your emotions and your actions. The seed. So we're coming upon a new beginning. In a new beginning, a seed has been planted. pearls also remind me of wisdom. And then 66, balance and harmony. One card. Every time I say one, I always get two. The Seas of Mintaka. I've been to Mintaka. It says seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. The pearl. The Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. There's a mysterious force that governs all of life, an intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you also. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it'll be there well beyond your last. It's the part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within every one of your cells, to remember that you're a precious child of a loving, gentle universe, that you have the access to all the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities there will ever be or will be. And to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then so do you. The Seas of Mintaka. Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine. So clear that you could see for miles and miles underwater. According to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. When water appears in dreams and art, it often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means that you may be called to bring to light any unconscious patterns of which you're unaware, to look at them, to see them clearly and consciously, so they don't appear in your life as fate. What unconscious patterns or behaviors are you ready to be brought to the light of day? Seed. I think that it's time that we go back in time on our own personal timelines and figure out the origin of the seed. Blessed are those who remember who they are. We carry so much weight within our subconscious, and it affects everything that we do, every decision that we make, because of unhealed wounding, unconscious patterns that we don't even recognize, that we're programmed. Explore fullness. What does fullness represent to you? So often in life we are taught to thrive on emptiness. Whether that is being celebrated for being slim or being part of our consumerist society that needs us to feel empty so that we can keep craving more and more to feel satisfied. Let's rebel and explore the glory of wholeness. It will allow you to soak up the entirety of each moment, the fullness of every emotion, and the feeling of being totally satisfied with every meal. When you allow yourself to explore fullness, you may notice how many places emptiness has appeared up until now. Let's reclaim fullness as a celebration rather than a failure. Changing this perspective can change the way you enjoy your life. Think about how rich your experiences could be. Interesting. Very interesting. Seven of Swords. Chew. Missing the message. Letting the unconscious patterns run your life. Three of Cups as the challenge, because you're allowing these unconscious patterns to control your life and you're calling it fate. It's almost like a complacency, and it's causing a blockage. Top of mind, Justice. The Empress in the past. The subconscious is the Four of Wands. The Magician in the future. Nice. Very nice. Okay, Seven of Swords. Deception or betrayal. Taking only what's needed. The universe bearing witness to true intentions. Getting away with something. Being strategic. Being grateful for the resources you have. Moving silently and quickly. Taking only what's needed. Three of Cups. Friendships, abundance, cooperation, community, closeness with siblings, joy, celebration, communication, and soul contracts. Okay, Justice. Yep. So you're just sitting here allowing fate to run your life. You're being very complacent. You're in a state of whatever happens, happens, but actually you're like, whatever happens, happens, but not doing the work. Blocking joy, blocking celebration. So when something catastrophic happens and you become reactive, you have no idea why you're reacting to that thing. Justice comes in as natural law, balance, karma, truth, wisdom, legal matters, fairness, cause and effect, integrity, objectivity, perspective, and accountability. Yeah, it's cause and effect. Natural law is at play. I want you to see something. Justice is the 11 card, and then the 4 of Wands. I hear it called the 1111 card all the time. It's the self. Coming into union with the self. Coming into union with other selves, 3 of Cups. But this 7 of Swords, whatever happens will happen. But see, unfortunately, not doing the work and understanding that whatever happens, happens. It's because of you. It's because your energy manifests whatever's going to happen. If you're low vibration, then you're going to attract low vibration situations. And then when you become reactive, you're not taking accountability for the part that you played in that. The seed is asking you to go back in time and see where that reactivity is coming from. We've got the Empress sitting in the past, the divine feminine, prolific creativity, fertility, motherhood, unity, the goddess, sensuality, nurturing, abundance, empathy, unconditional love, unification of mind, body, spirit. But you're missing something. And the future is the Magician. This is skill, natural talents, powers of manifestation, creativity, resourcefulness. You're going to, until you bring the unconscious conscious, you will, things that happen in your life, you're going to keep calling them fate. Isn't that how that goes? Was it the Seas of Mintaka that said that? Also, this 3 of Cups also is about exploring fullness. This is fullness of your heart, experiencing the complete fullness of joy. I think it was the Seas of Mintaka. That which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. Repeating the same patterns over and over and over again and expecting something different to happen is the definition of insanity. Okay. The 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck is pretty much saying that this unity, reunion, union is already there. It's already happening. The celebration is possible. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. This is the Explorer. What makes me feel good? What makes me feel full? What makes me happy? Queen of Cups. Knowing what makes me happy, what makes me feel full. With the Page energy. And the Star. with the Ace of Pentacles. There's your seed. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe, the Queen of Cups with the star. So, the Page of Wands, exploring creativity, right? Because we literally only came here to create. We came to create situations. We came to create relationships. We came to create art, music. Everything that we do is a creation. Everything. But after this exploratory phase, you're moving into the Queen of Cups. So finding divine feminine balance within your emotional realm, divine feminine stability within the emotions and healing it. And that's your new seed. Got the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords. So, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so there's choice that needs to be made, and it looks like your mind is playing games with you. There's a Ten of Cups. There's a fucking Ten of Cups, and you're allowing your mind to trip you out, to it's like imposter syndrome. It's like there's a choice that needs to be made. You need to make a choice. You're at a crossroads. You're being pulled in two different directions. The messages are coming at you. Take your fucking blindfold off. Take off the rose-colored glasses. Make a decision. Because the Ten of Cups is here. This is full emotional fulfillment. Full emotional fulfillment. You know, this Two of Swords could be you having expectations. Like you expect something to go one way and it's not happening because you set an expectation. This isn't about being complacent and just letting whatever happens. Because remember, not making a choice is still a choice, right? That's the complacency. Freedom over respect. Take off the blindfold and make your decision. The Knight of Swords. Take action on that decision. Ask the questions. Be decisive. I read something about the Knight of Swords yesterday that made sense to me because we had that Knight of Swords yesterday too. I move quickly to help others, and as I do, my dream expands. And then the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the nightmares that keep us awake at night. It's the mental illusion. It's the illusion keeping you up at night, thinking that you're not worthy. And the Knight of Swords is decisive, able to make quick decisions based on his intelligence. He can be reactive, but he is making rapid decisions. The Ten of Cups is just over the hump of all of this. That Ten of Cups is the seed. It's changing the perspective on the seed. It's allowing this Three of Cups to come in. Full emotional fulfillment. And you have to make a decision. 24:44 on my timer. I love you guys. I will catch you on the next one. Later.